is your age, Maddie? My friend and I, we took my dad's boat out to look for sea turtles. What a day! But we got so distracted by the cute creatures that we never realized we had drifted out into open sea. It was getting dark, and although we tried, we didn't have the strength to paddle back to shore. We had no food and no water. And the winds had picked up. I didn't know much about prayer at that age, but my friend had often told me about Jesus. So that night, she prayed with me as we floated on the water. She prayed for God to protect us and to bring someone to save us.
Mom, were you scared? I mean, did you think you might not be found?
Of course we thought that, even though we tried hard not to. And when the sun came up, we could see that we were even further from land than we thought. And we waited, and we waited, and there was no sign of help. And then suddenly, we heard a motor, and we started waving and yelling like crazy. And then they saw us. When they pulled us into that big boat, I don't think I had ever been so excited to see anyone.
You know, if you would have had a GPS or some sort of technology, that never would have happened. I bet your parents were pretty mad when you got home, weren't they?
Well, Hunter, technology wasn't quite that advanced back in my younger days. But my parents were more scared than angry. And when they saw we had been saved, they quickly forgot about the mess my friend and I had gotten ourselves into.
So I guess you learned a good lesson, didn't you? Never explore the water. I told you, it can zap you, or a big fish could get you, and you could get lost. I'm telling you, it's just too dangerous.
Hunter, the water is a wonderful place to be. I learned many lessons from that experience, but the biggest discovery came from something my friend told me. She shared with me a promise she had received from her friend Jesus. She told me that he had saved her, not just on that night, but from everything she had ever done. She told me that Jesus wants to save me too. So even though those people may have saved us that day from the water, I discovered that God promises to save me every single day.
That's an amazing story. It sounds like a real lifesaver.
Oh.
Good one.
Your stories are starting to grow on me. You really should consider putting them on the internet. You know, a blog or something.
Oh, Hunter.
A lot of people want to know about these promises you shared with us. You know, we can set you up with a website. Maybe some live video feeds.
Slow down, Hunter. Always thinking with that technology mind, aren't you?